Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. As you can see, it's Christmas time, the best time of the year, and currently it's raining outside and my truck is in the shop all day, so I figured what better time than now to go ahead and give you guys an update on how my vending machine's been doing. So my machine has been on location for 2 weeks now, and it's already made me a stack of cash. It's done really well on credit card sales, and I think it's going to be a really good location. So even having just one machine, I've noticed pretty quickly that I have to keep quite a bit of inventory to keep all the different bins full. Really what you're going to need to have is almost a spare bedroom in your house or an area where you can actually store all of your goods. I'll show you in just a second. Well, I'll show you right now. I've got a spare bedroom in my house, and right now the bed's covered up with snacks. So I think today I'm going to take a few minutes to kind of clean out a couple of shelves, maybe make a couple of areas where I can store these. But as you can see, guest bedroom is currently covered up in snacks, and that's a problem. So I'll be working on that today, but just something to think about. I mean, I didn't realize just by having one machine you're going to need so much inventory, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like once you get 3, 4, 5, or even 10 machines. One thing I noticed pretty quickly after getting into the vending machine industry was that you're going to generate a whole bunch of these Coke tabs. I've just been cutting them up as I go, putting them in the trash. That way I've got them laid out here ready to cut up, but make sure that's something you're also doing. We all have seen what happens when these get into the lakes and the rivers. Come on now, this is day one stuff. With a vending machine, you're also gonna have a ton of quarters. Here's some from my first collection. I don't even really know how much is there yet. I haven't counted it. I put as many as I could back into the coin tubes just to keep those full, but it looks like I'm definitely gonna have to invest in some sort of a change roller. I don't want to put them into Coinstar. They're gonna take a percentage. I would definitely rather just deposit them straight into my bank account. So now that we're handling a lot of change in cash, hopefully you do have a business bank account where you can deposit these things. And this is also a good time to start thinking about how you're going to be handling your taxes as a small business owner. I just got off the phone with the North Carolina Department of Revenue, so the state level. I'm just curious what they were going to require as far as taxes are concerned. So what they told me is that basically I need to register my business with them, and then they are going to charge me 7% sales tax on half of my income or my revenue. So basically we'll take half of this and they're going to tax that half at 7%, which is definitely better than having the whole thing taxed at 7%. So I'm not too mad about that. That's not going to be a whole lot of money, especially just starting out. But I still need to get a hold of the IRS and talk to them on the federal level what they're going to require. This money here is going to be going into my business bank account, the same account where my NAYAX transactions are going into. So basically what I'll need to make sure I'm doing is setting aside enough into the savings portion of that account to pay the taxes that they come due. Depending on how much you make, they're going to charge you taxes either monthly, possibly even quarterly if you're making over $1,000 a month. But on the bright side, you can go to your state's Department of Revenue website and apply for a certificate of exemption, sometimes called a reseller certificate. And what that does, it allows you to purchase your products that you're going to be reselling, such as your snacks and your drinks, tax-free. Once I talk to the IRS and find out what they require at the federal level, I'll definitely let you know, because that would apply to anybody in any state. But you're definitely going to want to check with your local state Department of Revenue and check and see what they're going to be charging you for taxes. So I know taxes aren't exciting. That's not something that you want to think about, but it is something that you want to be thinking about if you want to expand your business in the future. So obviously if you're making more money, you're going to be making more deposits, and that's going to catch the attention of someone eventually. So better to go ahead and start your best practices now. Lay the groundwork for when you are going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 machines down the road. Obviously if you're not paying tax now on one machine, you don't want to do that now. You're not going to want to do it even when you have multiple machines. So it really is better just to go ahead and start it out now, doing it the right way. One of the main benefits for that is that since all of your cash is going into your business account, all of the credit card payments are coming in, you're going to be able to look back at your checking account and have a good, accurate recording of the previous year's revenue, and be able to track your profitability for your business, make sure that it's something that's actually making you money and not costing you money. Well, yeah, we got our folder here. This is what I've been sticking all my receipts in the meanwhile. So I'm just trying to stay as organized as possible so I can figure out the best way to handle my receipts and paperwork. We got a special guest here today. Hercules is chilling on the couch on his day off. Seeing all this product laying here this morning did make me think of something really useful that I did yesterday that I think would help you out as well, especially if you're using the NAYAX. I was able to look at the NAYAX platform on my phone, see exactly how many items I was out of and which ones. I've got everything named and I basically have it listed for each bin. So the easiest thing when you're doing this, have your inventory at your house, but then don't take everything with you. Get a separate box. I'm going to be using this for now until I can get a plastic toter. But basically I just threw everything in there as I went. This is just some stuff that's left over from my stocking, but I could take, 7 peanut M&Ms, 2 Reese's, 3 Skittles, basically just only things that I needed, and I was able to pull that from the app and just take that box with me only, and that made my loading so much easier. Stocking was a breeze, and I think it's something that you definitely find enjoyable. So my machine is located at a student apartment complex for college age kids, and so mostly I have candies, soft drinks. I don't have too much healthy stuff in there. I have had a few items I've noticed that went really well. Just in case this is a similar location for you, I'll let you know what those are. For the drinks, I've been doing red, white, and blue Gatorades, but the white, I guess the Glacier Cherry, they seem to really love that. I put canned Yoo-hoo in there. I don't have that here with me now, but they love the Yoo-hoos. My gosh, they've been drinking that like crazy. And the other thing that's super popular are the peanut M&Ms. That's the best-selling snack in my machine. And it was selling out, and so since I went ahead and sold out, I got a big box to stock it with. And I was going to do 2 rows of M&Ms, but instead of doing that, I went ahead and tried out a different kind. I've got some peanut butter M&Ms, so I'll let you know how that goes. Believe it or not, I'm even trying popcorn in the machine. These bags seem to fit perfectly. They were inexpensive, so I'm trying them out for $1. I've sold a few. We'll see how that works out in the long run. Pretty much all my candy bars I'm selling for $1.25. They cost you about 67 to 68 cents to buy, so that's really the only way I think I'm going to make a profit on these, or a decent profit. I just loaded up with Pop-Tarts last night. Hopefully they'll do well. The Rice Krispie treats seem to go well. Anything chocolate. All my soft drinks have went pretty steady. Another good thing is these Famous Amos cookie bags. There's a bunch of them in here. It's a pretty good sized pack. I've been selling these for $1. They're really good. People seem to like those. But it's really just a little bit of experimenting for now. I've been trying different products, and that's actually part of the fun of it is, deciding, going to Sam's, seeing what kind of deals you can find, looking at different price points, figuring out what you can sell it for. You may have to adjust your prices later, but definitely play with the pricing, play with the products, and see what's going to sell best at your location. Alright, that's much better. In the next videos, I'll be showing some more collections on the machine, let you know what products are selling well, which ones are not, and just give you any tips of problems or issues that I might have ran into along the way. And something I didn't mention before is I am starting to suspect that someone is trying to fish snacks out of my machine. I noticed a few days ago when I went to stock it, on the Sour Patch Kids, there were 2 missing out of 1 coil. Basically, there was a lot of Sour Patch Kids in there, but the first 2 were out. So I'm thinking somebody's reaching in there and fishing something out that way, or lifting the coils. And I've got a couple of ideas on possibly how to fix that, some very cheap fixes. That way you don't have to spend the $200 plus on the security door. So once I get that process started, I'll probably make a separate video just on that, because I know a lot of you have that machine, and hopefully it'll help everybody else out there. But I hope that you found this video helpful, maybe even entertaining. If you did, give me a like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm almost as tall as this freaking tree.